Assalamu alaikum dear students. I am your teacher Maryam Umar with online support program resource material for week 7 grade 4 English literature. Chapter number 3, The Railway Children. Objectives of the lesson are: students will be able to read chapter number 3 of the novel, pages 12 to 14 for a recap, attempt the end of the chapter exercises, write main events of the chapter, and attempt some question answers. Important vocabulary from this chapter: words meanings are given over here. Fellow is a friend, ached means pain, afford means when you are able to pay for something, package means a box containing things you have ordered. Task number 1, activity number 1. You are going to read chapter number 3 for a recap to attempt these exercises. During reading of the text, you are going to notice the main events happenings in the chapter. Activity number 2, you are going to tell the main events of the story to any of your family member. It will improve your spoken skills. You can talk about some important events like when they went to the train and they made friends with the old man, or when their mother got ill. Over here there is a picture of chapter number 3 if you don't have the book. Activity number 3, written work. You are going to write the main events of chapter number 3 and you will attempt the end of chapter exercises, exercise number 1, 2, 3 and 4. Please note down that you are going to do these 4 objective type exercises on the book. You can take picture of the book like this and send to me later on. Activity number 4, written work. Answer the following questions. You are going to answer these questions. To whom did the children write a letter? Why? Okay, you know that the children have written a letter in this chapter and you have to tell they have written to whom they have written the letter and what was the purpose, what was the reason why they have written this letter. Next question is, what kind of person do you think the station master is? And because we knew from him from the previous chapter that he guided children about the coal stealing, and now we have to tell that what did he do in response reaction to the children's letter. You can see the summary of the chapter number 3 from this YouTube link. This is a very interesting YouTube video. You must watch it. I am also going to share it in the WhatsApp group. Okay, over here I have written this summary of chapter number 3 for a quick recap. The name of the chapter is Things for Mother. The children soon got to know the trains that passed by one morning. They decided to wave to one and pretend that it could take their love to father. So they waved an old gentleman, and the old gentleman waved back at them. He looked pleasant, and the children began waving to him every morning. They dared not visit the station again at first because they were afraid of the station master, but the station master was a kind man and told them to visit any time they liked. They befriended, that means make friend, with the porter Perks. So over there was a porter. Porter is a person who works at the station. He takes baggage or luggage of the people from them to the train or over the station. He works at the station. The porter over there was a porter and his name was Perks. They also make friends with Perks, who answered all their questions about trains and railways. So they used to listen to the stories of railways and trains from Porter Perks. One day mother fell ill. The doctor examined her and told the children that in order for mother to get better, so this is one of another main event in this chapter. They needed to get some things for her, but how are we going to get all these things for mother? Children thought. The children thought for a solution. The next morning, Peter stood by the railway line with the sign that they had made and fixed to the fence. So, Peter got an idea and he took a sign, wrote something on it, and they fixed it to the fence. When the train stopped at the station, Phyllis ran towards the old gentleman in the train and handed him a letter. So they made friends with an old gentleman who used to pass on the train from that railway station, and they used to wave at him and he used to wave back at him. What have they written on the letter? Let's see. Dear sir, we need some things for our mother who is ill, but we cannot afford to buy them. Could you please get them for us? We promise to pay you when we have the money. Later that evening, Perks the porter knocked on the back door of your house, knocked on the back door of their house, and gave the children a large box. Here you go, children. It's from the old gentleman inside the train. Were all the inside from this train. Inside the box were all the things they requested for and some extra items as well. Over it was written, dear children, these are the things you need if your mother gets upset. Because you asked for help to do, tell her that I was happy to do it. So it was a help from the old gentleman. Students, I just want to say, don't stress, do your best, forget the rest. Stay at home, stay safe, and best of luck. Allah Hafiz.